Did you know the McDonald's was founded on April 15th, 1955? Whether you knew that or not, this project is for you. To start off, one of the first things we learned in the beginning of the year was multiple intelligences. In the beginning of the year, I used to be very body kinesthetics, and I am still, but now I am more musical than I was before. Next, we learned about defense mechanisms. My favorite was denial, because I'd never admit when I did something wrong. Now the academy is coming to a close, I realize owning up is always the best option. Next, we learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. In the beginning of the year, I was in the belonging and love needs, trying to find my friend group. Now that the year is coming to a close, I feel that I'm at the top of the triangle at self-actualization. Now I have time to be myself more than I did before. In my free time now, I like to play video games, so here's some Fortnite clips just for you guys. After Maslow's hierarchy, we learned about social norms. Social norms is basically how every human is supposed to act. In the beginning of the year, I found myself trying to fit in with these social norms. At the end of the year, I found my right friend group, and now I realize that I can be however I want and they won't judge me for it. Soon after that, we learned about social groups. The most important social group is the primary group. My primary group consists of my family and some of my closest friends. Nothing has changed with this throughout the year, and it will most likely stay the same for a while. Next in class, we did a paper on how our country was different from another country. I chose Britain as my country, and we both have similar schooling. Differences we have is we have a different government. They have a monarchy government where there's a king or a queen, and in America, we have a democracy. Also, school starts later in England. After we did the This Is 14 project, we learned about the three branches of government: legislative, executive, and judicial. The legislative branch makes the laws, the executive branch signs the laws, and the judicial branch decides if the laws are constitutional or not. Next, we learned about the 10 Bill of Rights. In my opinion, the right to bear arms should be taken out of the Constitution. America has so many mass shootings lately, and the best way to stop those from happening again is to have stricter gun laws or just remove guns from the country completely. After that, we learned about the different types of businesses. There are family-owned businesses, partnership businesses, and corporative businesses. My family owns a business, which means that we get to keep 100% of the profit and don't have to split it with a partner. The next thing to learn was supply and demand. The supply is how much the company owns of the product, and the demand is how much the customer is willing to pay. Like Ray Kroc says from McDonald's, if the supply goes up, the demand will always follow. To wrap everything up, this year we learned about psychology, sociology, cultural geography, political science, and economics. Thanks for everything, Mr. Rowe and Lavold.